It's another episode
of Puro Canargas.
Oh my God.
Puro taco de salchicha.
Oh shit. Carnal gas.
Yes. One of those episodes. You want to talk about the Mexico? I want to hear about this.
Hey everybody, it's another episode of Howling at Life, everybody. We're back again. Man, why am I yelling? We're back again, everybody, for another episode of Howling at Life. We're doing this episode a little late because I fucking wanted to. Hey man, hey everybody, I want to just thank y'all for tuning in, right? We're still doing this thing every week. We got some stuff going on. I have some movie reviews. I got some movie reviews. Jeez, no, hell no, I'm not. Movie reviews. I also got some announcements and stuff going on, you know, yeah, we're just rocking and rolling right now, so we'll kind of do the whole thing. Make sure that you follow and like, subscribe, comment whenever you can, all that kind of good stuff. Also, one of the things, you can always follow me on social media. Big Adrian Lopez on Facebook. That's Big Adrian, all one word. Lopez on Instagram. You got my three, my personal, my tattoo, which I'm telling you right now, I'm getting booked with tattoos, y'all. Okay, yes, tattoos are fucking like rolling. And my comedy page, which is kind of silent right now, but it's more of my tattoos that are popping up. But you got Big Daddy L 714, you have Wolf Daddy 714, and you also have Big Adrian Comedy. You can always follow me, like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, comment. Show me that taco de pito wing. Choo. What about you, Frankie? Oh, back in the studio, Frankie the Monster, man, back in the studio. Look at that.
What's up, guys?
He made it.
Yes.
So yeah, man. Frankie, any of your social media so they can follow me?
Yeah. If you want to, follow him, you can, follow me. I'm under Franklin Portillo under Facebook and under Instagram, Franklin Portillo 82.
That's so mero. We're gonna be acting stupid today for sure because I don't know, Frank. Did you send me that video?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Frankie sent me a video a little while ago on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, and Messenger. Okay, so Frankie sent me this. It's fucking stupid. He sent me this video about this guy ordering dick tacos. That's not no other way to say it, but they call them in Spanish. It's tacos de pito.
Yep.
So it's a funny thing. They're not real, people. They're not real. But it's this guy, this homie, right? They're kind of ordering some stuff. He's like, "What's up, dog? You want some tacos de pito, eh? Hey, what's up, carnal?" Because it has to be in the way that we communicate.
Yeah.
But it's been a staple of us kind of joking around for a while. I have lost weight. Oh. Yeah. And stuff like that. So I think it's kind of funny because Frankie was bringing it up. He goes, shh. I go, I know what you're fucking. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing right there, for sure. So a lot of good stuff, everybody. A lot of good stuff. We'll get into the topic and all that things. First, I want to get some announcements going on here. So today is Monday night, everybody. Okay. One of the things I want to let y'all know is this Saturday at 8 p.m. I will be speaking at the Garden Grove Alano Club. Please come hear my story. I got a baby shower to go before that, but then I'm going to go and speak. But I'll be sharing my story of recovery, experience, strength, and hope, and stuff like that. So come on through. We're going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing that this Saturday, August, what is that, 9th? What is that? Is it the 9th? All right, let me make sure for these people, Doug, because quiero un taco de
chorizo.
Oh, well, longaniza. All right, yeah. So on August 9th, I will be speaking at the Garden Grove Alano Club. That's 8 p.m. Also, one of the things is going to be doing is that August 5th, bro. August 5th. Or no, September 5th. September 5th, Universal Horror Nights coming through again. We're going to be rolling. Me, Frankie, and Spooky Bitch hitting Universal Horror Nights, early access, fucking getting there early, get all these mazes going on, VIP passes, y'all. We're going, well, Frankie, I don't know yet. He doesn't have a ticket. But me and Spooky Bitch will be going for sure. But son, you're getting your ticket?
Yes, I am.
Got it. Okay, so you're going to notice the difference. We don't have to rush to anything, bro. We don't have to wait in fucking lines. We're like,
even better, dude.
Pass, puto, pass.
Cause I hate that rushy shit.
Oh, bro, when you get early, bro, we hit it like at least two mazes before it even officially opens, bro.
Fuck yeah.
And then we hit, bop, we sat down, we take our time, bro. It's beautiful, dog. Like, you're like, you're gonna get spoiled, dog. You're gonna get spoiled.
Yeah, let's do this.
You're gonna get spoiled for sure.
Excited for this shit.
But yeah, it's happening. So Universal Horror Night tickets are already bought. So that's gonna be happening. We're gonna be reviewing that in September because we're freaks and we do fucking Halloween all year round.
Yes.
So that's what's gonna end up happening there. So we got the me speaking. Also, one of the things that happened. Well, I might as well do that. I've been telling y'all, right? My open mics. I got to get some open mics. So what I found out is the 17th of this month is my last week of this, or actually it's the last day of my first two classes. So I'll be done with those, right? Okay. That whole week I have a week off. There's no school until, because I start the next classes, I guess the fall one semester, whatever the fuck it is, right, in school. I'll be starting that the following week. So that week, I'm going to try to hit out 2 open fucking mics, bro, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Get some recordings, get some stuff on there, because I've been saying this for a while, but life's been getting really busy, man.
Yep.
Found out my dog needs surgery, apparently. Something's up with his fucking knee. It keeps on popping out. So it's like a $5,200 surgery almost, y'all. Yeah. So, sorry, dog.
I be take that motherfucker. You'll be alright with 3, right?
You want some CBD gummies? You want some terror?
You gonna see him? He's gonna come out fucking loaded. Like, what the fuck?
Woof. That's what he's gonna go. He's gonna go all slow mo. What's a
Woof.
fucking wolf, eh? Okay, let's talk about the pitoing. So anyways, so life's been happening, life's been in session, stuff like that. But one of the things is that I will be doing some open mics that open week, because everybody's been asking where's your next show, and I got to really get out there. So I think that week I'm going to kind of get out there, see if I can get into the 202 club, see if I can do some things where I can start networking and trying to get some of these things going, because everybody's been asking about my comedy. But one of the things that I'm going to let y'all know is that I'm going to be gearing myself up to get headshots and a reel going, so I can start auditioning starting next year. So in November, I'm gonna start getting my headshots and so I can start getting into acting again. So that's one of my things. That's one of my goals this year. I'm also gonna reach out to Danny Trejo. Actually, that's what my sponsor told me. He helps a lot of people, but I want to be ready when I do it. So I'm gonna keep on working on my fitness, and also. One of the things is to work on those headshots and those reels. Reels is when you kind of record yourself and you do different parts, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So that way you can have it ready and like, well, what can he do and what can he not do and stuff like that. So you get a reel going, right? And it's just like, throwing out like some kind of, like an audition kind of a deal, but you do it digitally.
I was going to say that, like an audition.
Right, so what you do is you do it digitally so that whenever you, they ask you like, hey, do you have a reel? Like, yeah, I got a reel. Here you go, and you can send it. And you do your different parts. Okay.
Wow.
So I'm gonna work on some of that in November, so I can get actor ready and start going into auditions, throwing that in. I got this. Oh, by the way, another great thing. So speaking at Garden Grove Alana Club, we got the Halloween Horror Nights going on. The tickets are gonna be happening. We already got those, so we're gonna be reviewing that in the beginning of September. Also, working on my headshots and stuff so I can get back into acting and things like that. And also, for everybody out there, the second short film, I have just finished editing all the scenes. Now I just got to add all of the music and make it spooky as hell for sure. Be on the lookout. That will be coming out this month, everybody. Second horror film short from Howling Bay Productions. So I have been busy, trust me. It's not that I haven't wanted to go to open mic nights, but just stuff's been happening. Things have been like all over the place. I've been busting ass tattooing. If you do want any tattoos, please hit me up because, man, spaces are going. I'm already getting booked up until like the end of September. So, and it's just bop, it's coming. I mean, God's blessing it, so that's beautiful because I kind of need the fucking funds. But still working on the horror film that, like I said, that'll be coming out this month. I'll be filming the second horror film of this year in October because I'll have some free time or whatever. So that'll be coming up. I'll be filming that, and that should be coming out hopefully by the end of October. I'm gonna try to see if I can do like in the end of September, October-ish kind of a deal. So the second short film should be coming out before November or in November. Be working on my acting stuff, still doing school, fucking tattoos are fucking coming in, and we got all the Halloween shit that's coming up. So man, fucking tired, bro. But be on the lookout, everybody, because of course, if you're paying attention right here, please make sure you share this podcast on your social media. Let everybody know, hey, y'all, man, whatever. I actually got to get better on doing that myself. But please make sure you share the podcast, and there's good topics on here if you get a laugh or whatever's going on. But one of the things I want to let everybody know is that there's a lot of stuff coming up, so please be staying tuned to this fucking channel. Same bad time, same bad channel. Stay tuned for this channel because there's new stuff coming up this month, so just be on the lookout, everybody, all right? Busy, productive, busy. Yeah. Sure we got it. Thank you. Gracias. So yeah, a lot of stuff's coming up. A lot of stuff's been going, y'all. So just to let you know, it's starting to get into the rock and rolling. But I am going to be trying to work on getting a comedy show going on, even if it's in September. I gotta start networking, getting out there for sure. So I'm gonna see what I can do and kind of push that as well, because I've been kind of lagging on that. Just life and working on a lot of shit, and you can hear every episode how I'm working on a lot of stuff. So. Just be on the lookout for everything, all right, y'all? It is coming through, so, okay? So what the fuck you up to? No, so that's going on. I want to go ahead and jump in this topic, though, because I want to take some time to kind of work on this. We probably worked on this before and said this before, but I think it's really important because I know that for me, I know a lot of people that this week have been going through a lot of things. I've been noticing a lot of the people that I've been working with, and I think you kind of mentioned this too, Frankie. We're chopping it up. We're looking at the dangers of burning out, y'all. All right, so that's going to be the topic for today: the dangers of burning out. That's what we're going to talk about. You know, the one trippy part is I keep on looking at myself because I don't know, like when I do my headshots, how I'm going to want my facial hair and I get shy. Because I mean, this is going to be faded, dog, so it's going to happen. But I don't know how I'm going to want my like.
Your beard?
Yeah, because the last time I was talking to my sponsor, man, and the last time I did a headshots, I was like in my mid-20s. Oh, so shit. I had like a full head of hair and just a black mustache. I'm like, what's up, dog? You know what I mean? Kind of deal. And so I'm just like, so I don't know. It is what it is. Okay. But that'll be gearing up. But let's get into the topic, y'all, because I do want to discuss this. It's a very interesting and very important topic to talk about. The dangers of burning out, right? Yes. So part of the thing that me and Frankie have noticed throughout the years, and even myself, and probably even Frankie, you have too, is how a lot of people will burn out. And that's a big fucking dangerous place to be at, because it's kind of like you're running on fucking fumes, big dog, you know what I mean? So I know, Frankie, lately you've been working a lot, right? Like, do you feel like you're kind of starting to get into that, like, burning on fumes a little bit? Oh, well, you got that fucking new... You're tweaking, bro, or some shit on your new weight loss bullshit, dog. Frankie keeps on telling me, he's like, bro, I'm fucking tweaking, dog. That fucking shit's good, dog. Like, I haven't eaten all fucking day, dog. I'm losing weight, eh? I go, but yeah, but you're not blinking.
I know, right? Like, how do you know? I blinked like a couple seconds ago.
No, that was last week. So anyways, bro, like, have you noticed, like, now, because I know your work is picking up, and, you know, you've been talking about that stuff, like, have you noticed kind of, like, any dangers of burning out yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, man, you know, and, you know, it was last week, you know, a couple of days ago, you know, I felt burned out, dude. You know, work was getting tough, dealing with patients, you know, definitely didn't feel no support that week from, you know, my boss, and immediately I burned out, you know, and I told my boss, you know what, I need a couple minutes, I need to step outside, dude. Went outside, you know, went to the parking lot, got in my car, smoked a cigarette, you know, to de-stress, man, because of the fact, I was like, if I continue in that setting and don't pull away, I'm going to fucking get to that point where I'm going to get overwhelmed, and then I'm going to say, fuck it, and then it's going to fucking happen, you know what I mean? So what did I do? I took the initiative steps to, you know, to take back, you know, realize where I was at, you know, I'm getting burned out. These were the signs, you know, I was getting irritated, I was getting, you know, mad, anger, you know, resentment, you know, of bosses and patients. But you know what? These were all signs that I was like, you know what? I need some self-care.
You know what?
Time.
You know what's a trippy about that, bro? Is that you nailed something right there, right? Is that when I get burned out, man, my outlook on people and life and the world fucking changes, dog. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm looking at a motherfucker to stab, bro. And it's funny because when I was used to counsel and treatment years ago, I would tell my clients, I'm like, I feel like stabbing somebody, bro. You know what I mean? And I'd look right at them, they'd be like, all right, so what are we talking about today, counselor? And the reason is because one of the things that I think is very important, because it's a very big danger when you burn out. Burnout is one of those things that happens that you might not realize that it happens, though. You know what I mean? You might not realize you're there, and that's a big danger for it, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're not aware is what's happening, right? Because a lot of us, we get really busy on being productive and responsible and paying bills and go. This last week, the reason why this was important is I talked to some people about that. There's some people that are dealing with like debts and bills and finances and and even for me, I'm always on top of my finances and trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to whatever. Because I think for me, when I'm burned out, man, I start getting, like you said, I start getting irritable, I start getting cranky, I start getting grumpy. But also the thing is, I start taking it out on people. Yes. And I start noticing my perception with people, because we work with people, right? We try to help people in our careers and even in personal life, really. But I start noticing the way that I try to help them is a little more aggressive.
Yes, honestly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's how I caught myself too.
Yeah.
Being more aggressive with the patient, I was just like, okay, you know what? It's not his fault. I gotta take a step back. You know what I mean? And especially in the healthcare industry, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's normal to be human, you know what I mean? To have these emotions, because, we're creatures of habit, you know what I mean? And yes, we build a routine, but at the same time, I've learned and I understand that, that if you don't label or you don't recognize your warning signs before you get to that point of breaking, and you fucking break, because I've seen it happen at work where people have snapped on patients and I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about like snap, like literally taking out on them. I'm like, ooh, I'm like, yeah, you need fucking self-care. You know what I mean? And it's scary because it's like, dude, like what triggers that to a person, man? And it's because of no self-care and not taking care of your mental health. You know what they say? Yeah,
that's good. That's good right there, for sure. And I like the fact that you brought in our mental health, because, a lot of us, we try to lose weight and try to do this and eat better and whatever, which is great. But the thing is, that's your physical health, right?
Right.
Like when you're burnt out, one of the dangers is you're fatigued, you're too tired, you're not motivated and shit. Like I haven't hit the gym in like about 2 weeks, bro. Oh, but I've been working out like here and there, right? Trying to eat better, whatever. I've been trying to do what I can do. Like today alone, I burned almost 600 calories. You know what I mean? And I didn't even go to the gym. So that's how active I've been today. I've been up and down, blah, blah. I had to pick up this. I had to set up ride care services for one of my members. And I also have the highest caseload at my work right now.
Oh, shit.
I got like 21 motherfuckers on my caseload, bro.
Oh, no way.
You know when I started? They gave me 5.
Oh shit!
So like I'm quadruple, and I hit every motherfucker I had to see today. All my notes are fucking done. Everything. I finished with like 25 minutes left on the clock, and I was like, "How you doing?" You know what I mean? Luckily, you want to be moving? But because I had 3 people in my office. One of them got laid off. Another guy just had surgery, so he's out for a month. Another guy fucking he transferred up to Oregon so I'm alone in my office. So I put on my headphones. I put on some music, and I'm like, all right, motherfucker, let me focus on my fucking notes, dog. You know what I mean? I saw everybody had to see, whatever, blah, blah. So I'm not even worried about my productivity. Every day you're supposed to do at my job like 3.6 hours of productivity.
Oh, you did fucking way,
bro. I did like 5.5. I did double today almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we're supposed to do like so many hours of productivity, whoop. So I'm like, I don't even worry about that shit no more, dog, because I'm like golden, dog. You know what I mean? For right now. But I also had to notice, like, hey, when I'm burned out, I forget to eat. Yeah. When I'm burned out, when I got home, I had a little bowl of cereal and I fucking crashed. I had some granola and a little bit of Life, just small, like with some almond milk. And I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. An hour and a half, bro. Yeah. And then I got on fucking that movie, and I was like, all right, because I didn't do that this weekend, so I got that knocked out. Tomorrow I'll take my laptop and go do work at school and stuff like that. But, one of the things that I kind of realized for myself is when I'm burned out, I don't take care of myself. Like you talk about self-care, but it's just I don't take care of myself, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You like I forget to eat, I forget to drink water, I forget to take my vitamins, I forget to fucking pray. That's a big one for me, dog. Yep. I don't get myself centered, man, and I'm still in that go mode. And then what ends up happening is, I don't know about you, but when I'm in that fucking mentality and I'm in that fucking routine, the reality is I start fucking getting burned out with my life. I start thinking like, you know, like there's a old song by the Talking Heads. It goes, is this my beautiful wife? Is this my beautiful car? You know what I mean? How did I get here?
Right.
Watching the days go by, or whatever, you know, that fucking song.
Yep.
Well, it's the same thing, bro. I start looking at my life like, fuck this, bro. I'm gonna leave this house and fuck this dog and shit. I'm fucking like, I start getting like fucking everything looks like fucking horrible to me, dog. You know what I mean? My gratitude's gone.
Would you say you become like ungrateful?
I become ungrateful, but I also become fucking homicidal.
Oh, okay.
I kill every motherfucker. My perception changes, bro.
Right.
And the thing is, like you said, mental health, I got to be aware of when my mentality's starting to be a little more negative and a little more aggressive and angry, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
can definitely.
Because a lot of us, I think what we do, I don't know if you've done this before, but I kind of manipulate myself a little bit into being like, well, I have to do this. I got to keep going. Like next week, my son's birthday is going to be happening. He's going to be 27. We're going to do a haunted tour on the Queen Mary. So that's going to be kind of cool. All my kids and stuff like that, whatever. And I do got to remember to pick up one of my kids. Anyways, but that's going to happen. And the next day I'm doing a half-day training. And I was like, oh, afterwards I'm going to go back to the office. But I'm like, you know what, dude? I haven't taken a day off in like 4 months, bro. No, not a day off, bro. And even before that, I really didn't have no days off at the other job too. Like, you know what I mean, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I probably have had like at least a half a year without a day off. And I'm like, you know what? Next week, I'm gonna take a half day off on that after the fucking training. I'm gonna have that other half day off because it's right here close to my pad. It's in La Palma.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the training, come back home, half day.
Chill.
And then Thursday, go, you know, knock out what I gotta knock out. And then Friday, I'm gonna do a half day. So I'm gonna take 2 half days next week. But I'll get all my shit done. You know what I mean? But and then that Friday, next Friday that I'm gonna do a half day, I'm gonna go tattoo in Norco. So normally I've been tattooing there for like fucking 6 hours, dog. So you know, and we're probably gonna get another dog too. So I'm taking my stepdaughter so she can go check it out the dog while I'm tattooing, whatever. But the thing is, like, I have to know I can't keep going and running on fumes, bro, because I'm burning the fuck out, and I have to. Look, one of the dangers of being burnt out is that people don't fucking say that they're burning out, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck yeah.
And the thing is, I'm telling you right now, it's okay to say that you're getting burnt out. It's okay to say that you need a little fucking me time. I gotta decompress. I gotta fucking like rewire. I gotta refuel my shit, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't get a chance to, or they don't speak up. You know what I mean? That's a big fucking danger for a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yes, you're absolutely right, dude. You know, and it's something real because of the fact that I see it at work. You know, I see those people that don't take the time to decompress or fucking stress the fuck out. You know, they talk to me, they need a vent, you know what I mean? Because they're so stressed out that they don't have the time to decompress because they're, like he said, in their mind, they're like, oh, I gotta go, continue. And especially for us men, you know, for men, us, we don't like to show that because for us, we psychologically fucked up, you know, mind fuck ourselves and think, oh, you know, I'm gonna show some kind of weakness or whatever.
Yeah, it's an ego thing. It's
a pride and ego thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it gets to us sometimes, and it fucks with us. I know for me, sometimes, you know, it's happened to me before. My pride and ego gets the fucking best of me. You know what I mean? And then, like they say, after it fucking humbles me, I'm right there walking in with, you know, like the dog with the tail between my legs. You know what I mean? Asking for help, but I should have known my warning signs before I got into that breaking point. You know what I mean?
Bro, this reminds me of the time right now that you were talking. I remember I was working at Phoenix House, right? Remember that time I'm gonna tell this story, dog. All right,
Yes.
I don't think I've said this before, but I got so fucking burnt out, and I was only there for 3 months. But I was so burnt out, I think the first month, right? I was telling you because I was working like on holidays and this and fucking swing shift, and then I had to stay later because the fucking graveyard shift wasn't on time, and I had to. It was just me alone on that shift for almost a month, handling 90 plus people as clients, doing the groups, the rounds, the this, all the medications. I did everything on my own, bro, right? So one of the things is I remember that it was around Christmas time and I told Frankie, he goes, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm fucking pissed, bro. Like, I'm ready to fucking kill people, dude. And allegedly. So just letting you know. But no, it's that mentality gets there, right? That mental health is like, fuck. And so I called Frankie and I remember I told Frankie, I said, man, how you doing? I said, man, I'm not in a good place right now, bro. Like, I'm feeling like a little, bro.
Yeah.
And then Frankie's like, me too. I was like, I was like, well, let's go somewhere, dog. I'll pick you up, bro. Like, we gotta go hit a meeting, or we gotta fucking get this out somewhere. And I remember starting a meeting, and everybody's all joyful, and oh my God, Merry Christmas, and whoop. And I'm there, I go, I want to fucking kill everybody in here, dog. Like, I'm fucking pissed. And everybody's like, okay, well, we're gonna stop the meeting. Thank you everybody for sharing. And one of the ladies there asked me, she goes, hey, you feel better? I said, I fucking feel worse. And she goes, oh shit. And I started realizing that, man. But the thing is, right, I went back to work the next day, kept on going, right? Because I was giving myself that break. But then at the same time, I remember like it was around the 3-month mark, and I was feeling so sick that physically you could see me being sick. I was gray, bro. Like I had to take a day off, and then the following day, actually I took 2 days off or something like that. And that day, one of those days I had off, I had an interview for another company. But I was like physically just fucking like, I can't keep doing this, bro. Like I didn't even give him a 2 weeks notice, bro. I said next Friday's my last day. Fuck it. I got that job that Friday. I said next Friday's my last day. I'm done. And then I took another week off before I started the new job. Yeah. Because normally when I start working, I always give myself like about a few days or a week off before I start the new job. I understand I got to get paid, but at the same time, I got to be right. Exactly. Because if I'm burnt out in one aspect and I take it to the next fucking chapter, bro, then that next chapter's starting off wrong. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's with the relationship, that's with fucking job, that's just with anything, bro. I can't start off in a bad spot, bro. And the dangers of burning out, though, a lot of us will keep taking that burnout fucking mentality into the next fucking chapter, into the fucking next milestone, into the next fucking era for you, bro. And that's the danger, man.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, dude, he's right with what he says, dude. Once that person takes that fucking danger and gets to that point, it starts fucking coming out like fucking pus, dude. People can start feeling it. People can see it. People can smell it. People can hear it. You know, because and the reason I tell you is because I've seen so many people, coworkers that are burned the fuck out, dude, and they come in and irritated, angry, mad, frustrated. You know what I mean? All just mixed emotions, dude. Because I can tell they haven't had time to decompress, man. And it sucks to see them like that. And sometimes it's hard to work with them because of the fact is, there's times where I'm dealing with a patient that, it's emotional or whatever, and I'm trying to connect, and here comes this person, with, a higher level, of fucking anxiety, and these patients, they can fucking feel it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They can tell, and so right away, it rubs off on them raw, and then next thing you know, we have two different egos fucking battling, fighting, one trying to be bigger than the other, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. And the thing is, like I said, this is something that happens for a lot of people. I think you mentioned this before, Frankie, where people don't speak up about how they're feeling or what they're going through, right? How they're thinking or how they're feeling. And the thing is, that's not a weakness to be honest about where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole thing. That a lot of people, like, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? And it's like, but you're not, dude. Like, you look like shit. You look burnt out. You look fucking tired because it shows, like you said, man. Yeah. I've had a lot of people that I've worked with, clients and coworkers that have been like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm okay because you're not like you. I'm like, why do you mean? What's up, doc? You know what I mean? And so, but the thing is, like, a lot of people will point it out to you, and the one thing that we do, and what's really dangerous about burnout, you start getting defensive about it, bro. Yes. You can start getting really fucking defensive.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And you know what defensive is like. If you're watching this, you know what's cracking, dog. We're adults here. We know what's going on. You know when you come out of pocket, bro. You know when you put... Okay, well, there's that. Okay, so this is not intended for children. I have to say that when I upload it, too. Not for kids.
Not for kids.
But the thing is, when you're burnt out, man, with life and responsibilities and all things that we got to take, bills and blah, 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 whatever. When you're out of pocket, bro. A lot of us have gotten defensive, and usually when somebody asks you, "Hey, bro, you okay?" That's the first fucking time you get defensive because you start being like, "I'm fine, I'm lit, blah blah whatever." But you look like shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. You know what I mean? And honestly, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? Cut you off, but you're absolutely right about this, dude. There's this one of my coworkers, dude. Today he came up to me, "How you doing?" I said, I'm tired, sore, this. And I said, "How you doing?" And he just started going off, and I was like, this guy needed a fucking vent today. You know what I mean? And I was like, thank God he did,
You know what's funny? You said that, bro. Last Friday, I had a coworker, right? She's a little petite older lady. She's very nice all the time. But she came in my office, bro. Like, it was just me and the guy was packing up, the guy that was leaving, right?
Yeah.
She came to my office. She just starts walking around it. I'm like, you never come to the office. What the fuck? In my part of the office. I'm in like in the back.
Yeah.
And I go, so what's going on? Are you okay? She goes, I'm grumpy. I don't know why. I'm grumpy. And I'm thinking it's because you fucking try to put a smile on every fucking day, dog. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of effort to fucking be happy every fucking day, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not for real. I'm happy, you know what I mean? Every fucking day, bro.
Hell
like,
no.
You gotta allow yourself to be human. Some days you're gonna be fucking pissed and aggravated, bro. And it's okay, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we're human, right? But she came in here and I'm just thinking, like, this Heina hasn't allowed herself to just fucking, like, be pissed one day or whatever the hell's going on, right? Like, she's been too busy trying to fucking be, like, happy, shiny every fucking day.
Right.
Well, that's gonna wear on you, man, because that's fake, bro. You know what I mean? Every day's not gonna be a winner, bro. You know what I mean? Like, some days you're just trying to get through the fucking day, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So trying to keep up that fucking front, right, can burn you out. Trying to put on all that fucking, trying to do everything on your own, right, can burn you the fuck out. We know a lot of people that are doing that shit. Like, reach out for fucking help, bro. Find that fucking squad. Find that fucking Knights of the Round Table. Find the support you fucking need, because you're probably doing a lot of shit on your own. I've been noticing that this week. A lot of people have been reaching out. They're like, yeah, but I'm... And I go, hold on. Let me take a breath, right? Because one of the dangers is you forget to fucking breathe, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the reason why they tell people to breathe when they're fucking aggravated or whatever?
Because it calms them down.
But why? It does calm them down, but why?
I don't know.
Breathing, especially deep breathing, puts oxygen back into your brain.
Oh, okay.
Why do you think on the planes, right? They fucking give you the thing to oxygen. It does calm you down, but what it does, it gives you the oxygen in the brain, bro.
Okay.
Think about the CPAP machines motherfuckers have to wear, right?
Yeah.
Brian. You know what I mean? It gives you oxygen. It shoots oxygen in, so you can be like, all right, cool, I'm good. Because when you get in that spot, you can think more rationally, bro. Right. One of the dangers of burning out, my fucking nicotine pouch falling. One of the dangers of, I'm like, one of the dangers of burning out, bro, is you don't think right, bro. So you if you don't think right, you ain't gonna act right. You know what I mean? You're not in a logical sense. You're in a fucking like, fuck, I gotta get everything done. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when they tell you to breathe, it's so you can start activating some oxygen into your fucking dome, so maybe you can fucking think of a better fucking way, or at least a solution on it. That's what it's supposed to do.
Makes sense, dude. Now, like, I get it when I tell patients, like, deep breath, and they're like, all right, I'm like, you're good? And they're like, okay, I'm better.
And sometimes, and honestly, you could use this with the people. It's like, well, hey, dude, let's get some oxygen back in your brain, bro. What the fuck you mean? Like, just breathe with me, dog. You know what I mean? Because some people are like, why do I have to breathe? Well, because you're running off of some bullshit up in here, dog. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I use that all the time with my clients, bro. I was like, hey, let's get some oxygen back in your dome.
Use that.
You know what I mean? Let's get some oxygen back in there. Why? Because you're acting a little caveman, motherfucker. Like, man, let's get you back into the human fucking, you know? Because when I'm burnt out, bro, I get really primitive.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I get fucking aggressive, this and that, and fucking eat.
Animalistic.
Yeah, you know, going to be in the mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we do, bro. So when we breathe, it allows us to fucking like get that oxygen in there and be like, all right, cool. Why do you think after like exercise classes, they always tell you breathe? So because you're all worked up, bro, and that's the whole thing. When you're all worked up, right? You get those oxygen. That's why they have that slow. They call it slow down, right? They call that fucking after the workout. That's like that. Okay, let's. All right, you got your workout in, your pump, but let's get you back into a good spot so you can leave in a good state of mind. See what I'm saying?
Okay, makes sense.
That's why they do that shit, right?
Okay, makes sense. So
part of the thing I think for a lot of us is the big dangers is we're not aware of a lot of these fucking signs, right?
Yes.
And there's a lot of signs you can see if you're getting burned out, right? So the first one, I'm gonna let y'all know, you're very fucking tired. You're fatigued, okay? Also, you can get a full night of sleep and you just ain't getting enough fucking sleep, bro. That means you're burnt the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always try to say, you know, there's a difference between, you know, being getting sleep and getting a restful night. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you can sleep, you know, but your fucking mind is running, and I've had it happen where like my body is sleeping, right, but my mind hasn't fucking stopped running, and I wake up and I'm all fucking tired still, and you know, headache because of that reason. Because my body physically, you know, I rested, but this shit didn't stop.
Yeah, and the thing is, that'll fuck up, like, but for me, whenever, like, I can sleep a full fucking 8 hours. It doesn't mean it's all restful, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I know that I have fucked up dreams, like, I'm fucking hot, I'm agitated, I'm all sorts of bullshit. Yeah. And so then now I wake up the next morning, I'm already fucking up. But if it's consistent, right? Like, I was at a meeting today, and I was like, nope. They're like, all right, moment of silence. And I start closing my eyes. I go, nope. Because I already knew. Because when I got home, I slept for an hour and a half, bro. I was burnt, dog. You know what I mean? So fatigue is one of them going to be the signs. And the thing is, it's not like you're tired because you worked a long fucking day. It's like you're fucking fatigued. Okay, fatigued is a more deeper, consistent tiredness of your body state. So that's, you got to understand that. Being tired and being fatigued are two different fucking things. Yep. Tired is you use some of the gas. Fatigue is you're fucking running on them fumes. Okay, yeah. I'm telling you right now, and that's a consistent thing. No matter what you do, no matter how you rest, you just can't. That's why you need to take that fucking day off, man. Or you need to fucking just be like, you know what? You know, I knew a friend that I used to know, right? I used to hang out with, and she would tell me, she goes, you know, she had her own place, whatever. She lived on her own. She goes, once in a while, I'll just rent her a motel room and just stay there, just to get away.
Yeah.
Just to get away. Even though she lived on her own, but it's like she was used to her spot. I'm like, you know what? She's gonna get away, and I'm like, why'd you get an apartment, like a hotel room? I'm like, oh yeah, you're fucking, huh? Yeah. And she's like, no. Sometimes I just like, I'll get me some dinner, whatever, and I'll just pay for a room and just use their shower, take a bath, and just in a different spot. You know what I mean? That's why people go on vacations.
That's fucking cool.
So she would do that. You know, she'd do that a couple times a month. I rented a room for a couple of days just to get away for a while. You know, I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. I get that, bro. You know, that's cool. You know, so fatigue is gonna be one of them, right? Secondly, right, you are very fucking ungrateful, which means you're very fucking agitated.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're fucking gritty, dog. You're fucking no matter what. Good morning. What the fuck's so good about it? Oh shit.
Your short fucking fuse.
Oh
is that
my bro. It's either short or there's no fuse, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? That motherfucker's like. Bleh.
Is it like 0 or to 100?
Your soul is mine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you're ready to fight. You're just aggressive all the fucking time, bro. You're just agitated. Everything fucking irks you, bro. You know what I mean? You take it out on the dog. You take it out on the fucking family. You take it out at work. You take it out during traffic. Like it just follows you, bro. So that aggressive, that agitation, that frustration, it's constant. All right, and I've had that certain days where I'm like, fuck, bro, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just, and it takes a lot of energy to do that, right? By the way, so just let you know. So if you're burned out and you're putting out energy into being pissed off, you're kind of burning yourself out more. Yeah. All right, so frustration, agitation, that's with anything, bro, all right? Somebody could be all la-la, you're like, what's so fucking good about it? Like, you're just fucking Debbie Downer, bro, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So that's another one. Another one, you're not taking care of yourself, okay? Which means a lot of you will probably not fucking eat. Some people over nicotine. I know I've done that before.
Yeah.
That means I'm kind of burnt, right?
Overeat.
Or undereat.
Oh yes. And
over or under.
Over or undereat.
So
yes.
That'll happen. Maybe a little bit of drug use, a little bit of fucking drink, a little whatever the fuck. You're running more on caffeine and nicotine than you are on fucking food and water and shit. That'll happen. You know what I mean? That's why I got the fucking pouch right now. So I'm drinking my cherry fucking tea.
Oh my god.
It's fucking phenomenal though. It's like almost fruit punch. So, you don't take care of yourself though, right? So yes. I'll be honest with you, you might shower, you might do this, but maybe you might skip that, right? You might skip that fucking shower, that fucking brush your teeth shit, eating a fucking good meal, fucking whatever, right? Another one, a danger of being burnt out is you will push motherfuckers away.
Yes, isolation.
Isolation, my man, that's a good fucking word right there, big dog.
Yes.
Isolation, you will push people fucking away on that, right? People, hey, you want to watch a movie? I'm going to fucking just be in the room. Oh, shit. Okay. Or be in the garage or where the fuck you're at, right?
Exactly.
Some people will fucking be in their car, bro, before they get in their pad and be like, I don't even want to get in the fucking pad, bro, right? You know,
yeah.
You want to be away from everybody. And when somebody tries to be there with you, right, you push them away. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're like, all right, okay. And we use fear a lot, right? Because we're agitated and we're angry, so we lash out at people, okay? So they'll back off. You're like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna let you do you, boo boo. It's cool, right? You know, kind of a deal. Yeah. So you're gonna notice that you push people away. That isolation's fucking real, right? Another thing I'm gonna let you know, right there. It's hard for you to find joy in anything.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You got that fucking irritated. You're on fucking fumes. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to find like happiness and consistently, right? So when you do that, you're gonna start noticing you have negative thoughts more. Okay, you have negative, consistent thoughts. You're like, fuck my life, fuck my job, fuck this. What should I should just move out of state. Fuck you. You start getting like fucking weird and extreme on some shit, dog.
Yeah, okay.
Start looking at those other houses today. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this house. It's fucking too hot in here.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
And so that happens, bro. Actually, I gotta put on the fucking air. It's kind of stuffy, but it's gonna be hot the next couple of days for sure. Oh, by the way, hydrate everybody. It's gonna be hot the next couple of days for sure. Yeah, about that. I'm actually gonna get rid of that. So
let me have it.
You want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Take it.
Pour water.
Yeah, take it.
Cool.
Just be careful because when you tighten it too much, it's hard to open.
Okay.
But yeah, you can have it, bro. I've been trying to get fucking rid of that. I got so many fucking water bottles now.
I need one.
My work gives away so many fucking water bottles. They give me like fucking headphones and shit for free. And look at that's the jersey from the fucking.
You're fucking
lucky,
brand
new jersey and shit.
You got Beats headphones, goddamn.
Yeah,
lucky.
Yeah, fucking look at it from my company. I got this fucking jersey. I got this fucking badass jersey right here.
Look at
Fucking
that.
Lopez, this thing.
Lopez.
Yeah, they give us jerseys, bro. Cause they're gonna take us out to the Angels game. They got a family night Angels game for the company.
Fucking cool, bro. I like that.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it really is. But one of the things is that you don't find the joy in anything, right? And you get really like fucking you get really short with people, like you mentioned that short fuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a couple of these signs are gonna happen this way, man. You know, you got the negative fucking outlook on people. Your fucking head's gonna fuck with you. Sometimes you're gonna want to fucking say fuck everything, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Another fucking danger of burnout is when you get a sense of the fuck it's.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? Like you're done with everything. Fuck it. I'm out. I'm you know, you're trying to find an escape route or fucking like I like to watch. I'm gone, dog. You know what I mean? Be careful on that because you might be getting burned out. Now, part of the dangers of all this is that there's another danger. Sometimes you will not be able to think right and find a solution, man.
Yes, hell yeah, dude. You will replay that fucking shit over and over and over again. And no matter how many times you try to replay it and see it in a different perspective, you will not get out of that fucking mindset, dude.
Yeah, and that's a big fucking danger, bro, because a lot of times when you're burnt out, you can't really see through the forest, bro. You know what I mean? And you start feeling lost. You start feeling like fucking. You use the word complacent and stagnant, but
discouraged.
Discouraged is a very big one that happens.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, dude.
Yes.
There's so many times I've been fucking discouraged, dude, and I've told him, dude, and it sucks, man, because it makes you not want to do it anymore. You get the case of the fuck it's. You want to give up. You're like, what does it matter? Why am I doing this? You start having self-doubt. You start, you know what I mean? Like we become our best fucking critic.
Which is the thing that ends up happening too, right? Self-doubt starts coming in, right? You start questioning a lot of shit. Okay, and that's another danger. You start questioning your fucking choices, who you're with, your life, your fucking career choices, whether you're fucking, you know, all this kind of shit. So, you know, when you're getting burned out, y'all, you will have more than one of these things happen to you. Like I said, everybody's gotten tired before and fatigued. I get it, bro, whatever. But when you get a few of these fucking things and these signs that start happening consistent, and especially if you got all this shit happening, man, you need to fucking ask for help. Yeah. You need to fucking listen to this podcast, reach out to us, man, comment or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Reach us out on fucking social media, man. We gave you the fucking info. Yeah. But a lot of time you try to do a lot of shit on your own, and when you're on fumes, and it ain't gonna work that way, dog. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I think about, bro? When I think about being burned out, remember the old, like in Nintendo, they used to have the game Top Gun?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, in that video game of Top Gun, right? You used to fucking take off, and you're like, all right, cool. But then it would tell you, hey, bro, like you're running out of fuel, and they would bring that fuel fucking thing, and you try to have to fucking connect to it.
Yep.
And you'd have to fucking connect to your plane had to connect to the hose.
Yeah.
Right? It had to hit it. Boom. And then you would refuel, and then it'd take off, and then you just keep flying, bro. And I'd be trying, motherfucker. I'd be trying, right? And you're like, I don't need that motherfucker. Fuck it, bro. I can go another fucking 5 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
I got the need for speed. And then what happens is, all of a sudden you're like, oh fuck, I need it to come in, and then that last motherfucker comes in. You're like, oh shit, I should have filled up last time, dog. Like, so being burned out is like that. It's like having that fuel ship coming in, and you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. After a while,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That fucking that jet's gonna fucking crash, bro.
Yes,
that's all there is to it. So these are a couple of fucking signs. These are some dangers that can happen if you are fucking burnt out. And if you are, please redirect your shit. Take a fucking day off, reevaluate, take a fucking long ass bath. Oh, I got kids. They rent a fucking hotel room. Fuck it, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On a Tuesday, it's cheap. Do something, right? Go out to the movies or whatever. Watch it, you know, just get your head right, dog. You know what I mean? Get some rest, take care of yourself. You know what I mean? And it's very important that you do that shit because, like I said, a lot of times this happens, especially now it's getting hot. We're gonna have a heat wave coming in.
Oh yeah.
This week. Yes. Everybody's gonna be like, fuck it.
Yes.
I work in air conditioning. I love it. You know what I mean? I'm an office Mexican.
Me too.
My man.
I sit in AC all day.
But we have to be aware of all these things, man, because you might be carrying this shit into your life and stuff like that, and going on, and it's gonna affect you, man. It will affect you. If you think it's not gonna affect you being burned out, you're fucking wrong. So make sure that you look at some of these signs and make sure that you get aware, and make sure you get some help or redirect or take some time for yourself or whatever, because you're important. All right, y'all. So just to finish this off, we're gonna do a little bit of movie review. So let's go into that little movie review corner. All right, goddammit. I got it. So we watched F1.
Yes.
Right. Kind of a deal. We reviewed that last time.
Yes, we did.
Okay. So I went to the movies last week. It was Tuesday. My son had already seen Fantastic Four. He wanted to see it with me. So me and Spooky Bitch, we went with my son. Okay, great. I love spending time with them. I'm going to tell you right now. 2 paw prints down.
2 paw prints.
2 paw prints down. That movie.
Wow.
I was expecting a lot more.
I was too.
Okay, but you haven't seen it yet.
I know.
Okay. I was expecting a lot more from this movie because I heard a lot of the reviews that, oh my God, it outdid Superman, and I fucking love Superman. I saw it twice. This one I saw once.
Yes.
I would not see it again.
No.
Ever. I don't care if it's streaming. I don't like it was for me it was bad. The reason why I love the cast, I was very skeptical about the cast, but the cast did really well. There was not enough action. There was like 2 action scenes. That's it.
Wow.
In a whole fucking movie. So a lot of the movie had to do with, I'm just gonna fucking spoil it. Fuck it, if you haven't seen it, I don't give a fuck. But whatever your comments were, fucking, whatever you thought about it, comment, whatever the fuck on this episode or on my social media. But what I really missed was the balance between story and action, right? Because you always go to movies, you're like, oh fuck, it's boring.
Yeah.
This was boring. I almost fell asleep.
Wow.
And I don't. I stayed for the movie and I was like, fuck. Like the last part where it was them fighting Galactus, right? So what? They didn't work as a team. They had been together already for fucking years. It seemed like they were kind of separate and they pieced them, but there was no like CGI shit that happened with that, right? They showed a little bit like in the beginning, but they kind of skipped it. They kind of like, oh, this is 4 years later. I'm like, okay, cool. So there was no like villain. Mole Man was in it, which is great. It's the guy. It's a Stingray from Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. He's great in it and whatever he does. But what happened with this movie? They missed the action part. So a lot of people that liked it's like, oh my God, story and family, which is great. But as the Fantastic Four, they are a family that's a superhero team that works well to defeat, and they didn't capitalize on that. It was a lot of Mr. Reed on the blackboard. I seen this motherfucker on the blackboard so fucking much trying to solve the problem, not enough action to deal with the problem.
Oh man.
So it was literally, I want to say almost half the movie he was at a blackboard. You know what I mean? And it was like, well, what are we gonna do? And he's like trying to solve some shit, and then fucking Johnny was over here trying to solve some other shit, and then Ben, I don't know, fucking what the fuck he was doing, and he was very gentle. You know what I mean? He wasn't aggressive. Like the Thing can get aggressive because it's rock and shit, whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't capitalize on that. He was very like, yo, the pasta, it's ready, kind of thing. But the cast was great, but it was very tame. It was very timid.
They didn't like unleash like.
There was nothing.
Oh man.
There was not, even when they did, it was like, all right, and you know what I mean? Like the Silver Surfer chick, she was in there, but then she flew out. There was not really a fight between anything on that. Galactus was gonna come no matter what, and they went to go fucking like I think it was Mr. Fantastic's fucking idea to go and talk with him and let's see, don't eat our planet. There's no real fight with it, kind of a deal. It was just kind of like a fuck you doing? Like it was really weird how they did it. And apparently, I don't know, the kid who that is, fucking whatever, Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
But there was nothing capitalizing on that. It was just kind of like, well, okay, well, who the fuck is it? So it just missed it for me, to be honest with you. It was a lot of like hey, we're family. There's a lot of that, but it was like, but they're not fighting together as a family. Like it's a superhero fucking family, dog. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole different fucking cha-cha.
Hell yeah.
And then when they did fight, it wasn't cohesive with each other. It wasn't like, like, I don't know if you remember, like, the first Fantastic Four movie.
They fought together.
Where, like, Johnny would go in and fucking, the Thing would throw something, and they were all together. Like, they fought as a team. Like, this was very separate. It wasn't, like, cohesive. Especially, like, with the movie when it started off as, like, oh, yeah, they've been together 4 years already, and the hero of the fucking America, and whoop, and whatever. It was kind of like, They still fight separate, bro. Like it didn't seem together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like I said, it just lacked action for me. Like as a Marvel movie, I want to see some action.
Fuck yeah.
DC, I want to see some action.
Hell yeah.
Even like the jokes, they kind of didn't go well. Like you know how like in the first one, Chris Evans would always fuck up the thing,
yeah.
and fucking this. And, like there was a little bit of that, but it was very like, yay. You know what I mean? So it's like the jokes were flat.
Yeah.
And then so what I think about with the movie, bro, like what makes those movies better is when you have that carrying, that story, the carrying, the story, the camaraderie that the family has, and then it's like, oh shit, but they're putting that into action, so there's a good balance, there's a counterbalance. This wasn't like that. The action was like, hey, we did something, and then that was it, and the rest was story. Like story. So I was like, how did this motherfucker outdo Superman, dog? Like, what the fuck was the deal?
Yeah.
I love the fact that it was like the 60s thing and whatever. The best thing about it was the fucking robot, Herbie or whatever fuck. You know what I mean? Because I think in one part of the movie it's like, oh fuck. Like you kind of hear him saying that. You're like, I know what he said, dog. You know what I mean? But for me, two culprits down. They missed the mark for me, and I was even thinking like, how are they gonna, you know what I mean? How are they gonna like be in Doomsday? Like, is he gonna just be on the blackboard? Like, they didn't show what they were gonna contribute, kind of a deal.
Right.
You know, because I know they're supposed to come out in the Avengers. It actually says in the movie, you know, they'll be back, Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
And it was like nobody was really applauding at the end of the movie. And
right.
Like, wow, they were just like, okay. It left you like, okay, well, when did the movie even start?
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean? And that was sad because, like I said, I had low hopes for the movie. I didn't want to see it. I went to go see it because I was like, oh man, a lot of people, it's surpassing Superman and whatnot. I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting something, and this left me just like, okay.
Man, that's sad, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really sad.
Like even that one, the lady in the yard. Remember when we saw that one? Like it got you in the ride, and the end sucked.
Yeah.
But at least it got you on the ride, bro. You know what I mean? This one was like, did the ride start?
Yeah, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. Also, the lights came up. I was like, oh, God, that's it?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was a big letdown, dog. I'll be honest with you.
And it's like, what, 2 hours long?
Yeah.
I'd rather wait, man. I'm not going to go see it.
I mean, you'll see it, bro. I'll tell you right now, you'll probably end up turning it off because you're like, this is fucking lame, bro. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Dude, like, I was expecting, like, my brother, we and him talked about it. We were, like, expecting, like, fucking, like, the comic book Galactus comes and he fucking eats, like, he comes destroy shit, you know what I mean?
You know the funny part about even Galactus, bro? Like, he didn't do that much.
I know, that's what I've
heard. He walked through and like, I want the baby. Okay, perv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking chomo.
Does he even talk?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's cool, the effect and whatever and but it's just like, all right, there's a little bit of action when they talk to him, but it was more like rational, and Johnny just like, I'm over it, and did some shit, but like, yeah, it didn't do nothing for me. I was like, really?
Man, what a big letdown.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like, fuck. So, I mean, I like the era that they did it in. Like, it's like the 60s, 50s, 60s kind of era, I think. I think it's 60s. So that was kind of cool, but, like, the casting was good. But it was just like, all right. You know what I mean? It could have just been a regular fucking family, dog, and it would have been better. Because I would have known. But if you telling me it's a superhero movie, I want to see some superhero shit.
Yeah.
I want to see some shit. Even when fucking Mr. Fantastic, when he stretched, it wasn't like a far stretch. I could stretch as far as this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I could be like...
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it didn't seem like before, like in the other one where he's like, way the fuck
out, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He sticks his hand underneath.
None of that shit, bro. Like, there was no, like, extension of the powers or whatever. It was very... It was very subdued.
Oh,
it was very subdued for me, bro, and so that was a letdown. So I'm like,
dude, yeah. If it let you down, it would let me down too.
And I like stories and suspense and thrillers and woo, but this was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, so it didn't grab your attention.
And I think my son got kind of burnt because he was like, oh my god, Fantastic Four, and I was like, it sucked, bro.
I think F1 did a better job than Fantastic.
F1, yes, because man, the acting was great. I mean, the acting was good in this one, but it was very, like I said, subdued for me personally. Yeah. The acting was good. Like I said, the casting was good. Fucking costumes were great. Fucking whatever. But the story could have been better. There could have been a little more like, oh my god, whatever, build up or something. And it just seemed like there was nothing.
They didn't show any. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I saw some scene where there's Robert Downey Jr. comes out and he talks to fucking his son, right?
No, it's the last part. And it's not even that. It's just like the son. He's I think like. Grabbing the son's, it's at the end, he has the hood, the whole movie's over, it's one of the clips, and he has the hood, and he's just stroking the kid's head, and that's it.
Wow.
That was it. So it was just like, Dr. So that kind of leads them into the Doomsday thing, but I was just like, okay.
Dude, we'll get ready, dude. Spider-Man, brand new day. They're gonna have Punisher in the fucking movie.
Punisher and
Hulk.
Is it Hulk or Ghost Rider?
No, Hulk.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. But I like Tom Holland, and those movies always kind of hit for me for sure.
Those always hit, man.
But yeah, this one, yeah, bro, I don't know.
Man.
Share your comments on the episode, but for me, it was a big letdown for sure. I was just like, I'm good. The best thing about it was that it was over. So, going on. But other than that, everybody, thanks for rolling with us. Make sure you stay aware of all of those signs that we talked about of burnout. Love you all, man. We'll see you next episode, everybody. Be on the lookout again for the movie that's coming out, the short film that's coming out later this month, and hopefully some comedy clips before the month's over. But other than that, y'all, peace. We'll see you next episode.